Hello, and welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. Well, it's finally time. It is time for the Season 7 Challenge Cup group draw. It is time to find out who's facing who in the one of the biggest tournaments of the year for sure. We have on commentary right now for you, we have the one and only inimitable Star. Star, how are you?
Doing well, and of course, we can't forget our special guest.
Exactly. We cannot forget about about the monkey. Honestly, we can't forget about Chimpanreeve. Chimp, how are ya?
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasant surprise to be here. I've not done one of these before,
Yeah,
so
never did that
thanks,
before, right?
thanks for having me on. A rare treat to pick up that mantle.
We are very grateful for you to be here, and yeah. What else can I say? It is time to find out who's facing who. So let's talk a little bit about what is actually going on here. The Challenge Cup is divided into a group stage and a bracket stage. And today we're going to find out who the members of each group are. We have divided the people qualified for Challenge Cup into 4 pots, represented in Chimp's on Chimp's lovely desk as 4 dishes of various sizes that contain all the names of all the participants. They have been divided according to their qualifier rank. The top 16 are in pot A, the next 16 are in pot B, and so on and so forth. The idea being one person from each pot ends up in each group. And so, yeah, StartGG labels the groups as numbers, not letters, so I guess I'm going to relabel that on the fly. So this is group P is group 16. Cool. Good to know. So meanwhile, but I think it's best if we just get going, right? We have
Works for me.
works for you. Amazing. So obviously we have a few names in here that have a special interest in this tournament. We have Chimpanreeve himself as one of the names in one of those pots. We also have Hell Knight 86, the one of the organizers, and they will just be mixed in with everyone else. They will just be mixed in with all the other participants. No special treatment here.
I wouldn't worry about me. I'm completely free.
Says you.
Also, don't forget to shout out to Manu Tobias. We do
Absolutely, yeah.
also, as per the big old sign we've got here on the camera right now, bonjour Manu et la communauté francophone. Merci, Manu. Manu is one the head of our French restream team for the Challenge Cup and is in fact restreaming the group straw on his channel right now. If our francophones want to go check that out, merci à vous. And big shouts to Puppy Grand as well, who for joining him on the commentary for that side of it. But Manu is also in here somewhere, so we'll see him pop up at some point too.
Indeed. So yeah, so many
As
great
well as
people.
Puppy, since I nearly forgot to check that.
And I think, yeah, it's best if we just get going, huh?
Sounds good. Also, because you need to rechange the group letters to group numbers, does that mean you've made 16 typos already?
We're not doing the prediction. I'm not
No,
Hell Knight.
but I know we're not doing a prediction, but I'm just calling it out. 16 typos, 5 minutes in. It's pretty. That is the worst record we've had.
I mean, I have been screwed over by Start.gg here. Actually, no, screwed over by the fact that I have not checked how the groups are labeled on Start.gg. But hey, that's on me.
Anyway,
Do
enough.
bear with us as this is our first year using Start.gg for the Challenge Cup, which will be updated once the group straw is finished. But it will take a little bit of time.
Right. Should we get cracking?
Let's get cracking.
Sure.
Let's find out who's in Group 1. Chimp, if you would do the honors.
Yeah, let's do it. Wait, no, corporate ape. What are you doing, corporate ape? Get out of there. How dare you advertise a different randomizer? Unacceptable. Okay, right. So as mentioned, we have all the names and all the mugs. We have the tankard with the pool A or pot A, pool A, whatever.
Pot A.
The lovely Tigger mug, because he is now in the public domain, so screw you, Disney. Tigger is all mine. That is pot B. We've got the Crash Bandicoot mug for pot C, and we have the little pumpkin surprise mug for pot D, because you never know who's in pot D, and they could completely ruin your entire tournament. So let's get started. I'll be drawing one name from each pot to make a group, and then we will go forward and just do it group by group. The only difference I will do at the very end, I will draw group. I will split group 15 and 16. No, I don't need to do that for this one. It's only in the next round. So yeah, I don't even need to do that for this. That's fine. So ignore what I just said. Cool. Right, anyway, let's draw some names. Let's draw the first group of death. Okay.
Well, do you need to curse it straight away?
Yes, I do. And it goes to a friend of the channel. You're welcome. First name, Pappy
boy.
Grant.
Puppy here, as mentioned a minute ago, he is one of our people on the French side of the groups reveal here. This was 78th at the end final standings here. Will be interesting to see how he does. Long-term member of the community should be fun.
Okay. They go up against someone who would only be useful in the British Army. It's T Grenadier.
Shoutouts to T, obviously. Has been a member of this community forever. Is just a great guy to be around, honestly. And good friend. And all I can say is that's certainly an interesting first two names to draw for this group. T has been, oh gosh, how long has T been playing OTR?
You're asking the wrong person.
I honestly don't know. Longer than me. The answer is yes.
Well, they're going
It
up.
works.
They're going up as the pot C name. I don't know if anyone knows what this is, by the way, but Aspic 007 is the name. Actual
Also known as
Aspic.
X-Space on the OTR Discord.
Well, actual Aspic is the worst thing ever made. So shout outs in particular to that name. If you don't know what Aspic is, Google it.
Or don't if you value your sanity.
It is truly rancid, and I appreciate that name quite a lot.
That said, we are not describing the runner, just to be clear. We look forward to seeing how they do in the Challenge Cup.
All right, and rounding off Group 1, hopefully is not me. No, it's not, thank God. It is Gabriel J. Campos.
All right, that's Group A, Group 1, I should say, set. So we have Grandpa himself. We have T Grenadier, one of the German contingent. Aspic, I think, is another French runner, and Gabriel J. Campos, I am not sure, probably from Spain-ish.
I can't remember if that's the Spain or Portuguese-speaking side. It's
Or
somewhere over
Brazil,
there.
yeah.
Probably
Probably
Brazilian,
from the
yes.
Brazilian camp, actually.
Aha, chat confirming Brazilian. Thank you.
Thank you, Aranya.
Okay.
And
Next group, we have Daredevil.
Oh boy. Start out with another German.
Yep. Been around the community for several years, seen him both the Challenge Cup and in the main tournament. It will be nice to see how Devin does this year.
I beat Devon in a side tournament recently. I'm just going to throw it out there. So if I come into this group, more than happy. Free win.
Wow. The shade.
It's fine. He'll beat me by like an hour. Anyway, going into Group 2 with Daredevil is Mathamat.
Dutch runner, and one who I've also met before. Great guy, and has been in several tournaments on the Silver Gauntlets, or affiliated with the Silver Gauntlets in some way recently. And yeah, gonna be interesting to see how he does.
Okay, joining them is the most simple name in this entire tournament. It's Dubba Dee Dubba Die, Blue
Blue
Guy.
Guy.
Another member of the Francophone community. I've seen him around a lot in the chat, less so as a runner, I think, to personal recall, though obviously, if I have managed to goof something, that will be interesting to see how he does.
Yep, in Pot C, so qualified in the middle of the pack.
Okay, and rounding off Group 2 is Make.
Okay. Honestly, not a name I've seen around a lot. Pardon me, I've seen around a lot before, but always good for a surprise. I'm sure. Again, there are, I would say, no easy matchups in this tournament. Yes, obviously,
Not
if you've
at all.
qualified closer to the top, you might go in there with a slight edge on the betting books, but rando is still gonna rando. So
Okay, next group. It's Krez.
Krez, all right, I've seen that name around before. And the settings are gonna setting, yeah, indeed.
Hey,
Remember,
we're responsible for the settings now. There's no random settings. It's now all down to us.
Indeed, it's now all down to do the runners want to have fun during this race, or maybe no?
Joining Krez is someone else with a 3 in their name. It's FCS 35.
Oh boy.
François, also a member of our Francophone community. I believe he's from France, if memory serves, and that is in fact how you pronounce that name. Been around a good few years, seen him around a fair bit, so we're happy to have him back in the Challenge Cup.
Oh, I don't think there is anyone with a 3 in their name in Pot C, so can't continue that group. But we do have Cranks.
Is group 3 just gonna be the group with names consisting of 5 characters or less? We'll see.
If you want to make that really stretch of a association, sure, let's try it. So we've got
Craig's
Alf coming up next then.
Cranks is one of those new name, I believe, this year. That is one at least I have not personally recalled seeing before, so we'll be interested to see how they do.
Okay. Rounding off the group, who would have guessed it? Tobias is right. It's Oots
Okay.
or
So
UTZ. I don't forgive me for saying. Oh yeah, I didn't get my disclaimer in. If I say your name wrong, I apologize. I've
pick a
done
better
this for
name.
about 4 years. I still get everyone's name wrong. That ain't gonna change. I'm an uncultured British swine.
We actually seriously have the low character count here. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a fairly new name. Two unknowns here should be interesting to see against Krez Brain. Don't any languages and also in Group 3 is going to be an interesting one this year. And I will do my best to pronounce the French names correctly. I can't promise anything else. I may mix up languages. Brain does that. Anywho.
All right, it's time for the all British group. It's Chuckles.
Oh boy. It do be Chuckles 501.
Let's see how hard I can rig this. I mean, let's see who Chuckles goes against in the totally non-British group. Okay. Nope. Fuck that one up nice and quick. It's Menu.
Very good. So we have the next French runner on the list. Again, one of the folks who organize the French side of the restream of the restreams. So if you are enjoying the the French restreams of these tournaments, then go and thank Menu and also fear him as an opponent because he's been playing OTR for a good long while.
Also, seed 2 in Pot B, so that is one of the toughest Pot B draws you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I'm guaranteed to be drawn in this one, but it's not me. It's Pot C first, and it's ICUP speedruns.
ICUP speedruns, okay.
I thought
And
those IC up speedruns anyhow.
ICUP,
I don't
anyway.
know. I don't know. That could be interpreted many ways, but
Seen them around in a few tournaments before. Should be interesting to see how they do here.
I think I've said their name wrong about 9 times at this point. So at least I guarantee I've said it once right once, but who knows when that was. Okay, rounding up this potential group of death, depending on who this is. It is legally distinct God of War, Kratos.
All right. Ratios, actually, I think.
I was going to say I think you typoed
So,
Chimp. I was like
so the typo score
fairly
is
certain that was
16
shit.
typos Tobias and 1 typo Chimp.
You know what? I'll take that. I saw it, and my head was like, "Oh, it's Kratos. That just makes sense." And alas,
Nope. I thought I was pretty sure it's Katios because that's another member of the Francophone community.
Damn.
So
I said hello to the French community, and then I butchered all their fucking names. What an absolute monster!
yeah, you spelled the initial bonjour sign correctly, and I did not have to spell check you on it.
I will never be accepted as a Frenchman. All right, Group 5. It's Quarry.
All right. Quarry, obviously, around the community for a while here, has been just participating in all kinds of tournaments, and certainly a name to be reckoned with is all I'll say.
Statistically, is seed 16 in Pot A. So if you're a Pot B runner, you kind of want to be in this group, statistically only.
To note to Corey, most recently, one of his most recent tournament achievements was that he was a semifinalist in the Speed Gaming Live in-person tournament just a couple months ago.
Right, and you couldn't get a closer seeding. We have seed 1 for Pool B. It's Alkaline Ace.
Ooh.
So
Another
that
one
is
from the
That'll be a good one.
Francophone community, someone who is not just playing OTR, also plays a bunch of other randomizers, is actually admin for the Skyward Sword randomizer, I think.
That would be correct, and I know him initially from the Link to the Past randomizer Francophone community, so you'll get in the chat. Will be interesting to see how he does.
all right. Well, this already seems a really tough group.
Indeed.
Joining them, and he won't thank me for it. It's Hell Knight.
Oh boy. All right, that's Hell Knight in Group 5.
This is definitely looking like the group of death, nice and early.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
this
only
is...
opinion in that in chat is no.
Should have gifted me a sub earlier, Hell Knight. That's what happens.
Indeed.
All right. Rounding out this group, please don't be me. Oh, thank Christ. It's Zimu.
Zimu's.
Zimu. A
Okay.
name I have not seen in a long time. The last time I saw, I believe I remember seeing this runner was from the Speed Gaming Live 2020 tournament. Uncertain if they've participated in more recent years, but it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Yeah, I was really, really hoping it wasn't going to be me to star, so everything's fine. Everything's right with the world. Okay. Group 6. It's Zephyr.
Boy, Zephyr is a runner who I've also, in fact, met in person. a man who insists that most of his problems can be solved by a magic box, and indeed, certainly a name to be reckoned with. Certainly someone who could have also ended up in the main tournament, were Rando not Rando.
Yeah, I don't want to get drawn against Zephyr. Zephyr's really fucking good. All right. A fellow Brit. He won't thank me for this. It's Levi.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's Levi. Levi is a staple of this community. Had to take a break due to certain circumstances beyond his control for a while, but is back and better than ever. And
thank you
certainly,
for the
again,
reminder, Levi. I'm laughing. All right, as a reminder, Levi beat Zeph at like what, 13 seconds in SGL in person this year.
13 seconds, goddamn.
Maybe they're mixing up matches. He did beat Zeph, and I'm thinking of a different matchup. Right, too many things going on. And Levi did beat Zephyr, so revenge match.
It's worth throwing out that me, Levi, and Mr. Carp are all in the multi-world tournament team, and there was a chance for all three of us to be in the same group, but that's no longer the case. So
well,
that would have been hilarious.
that particular dream is shattered.
You stuffed that one, Chimp.
Yeah, indeed. No, I was going to say speaking of stuff, but that makes no sense. Next up is Cassinja.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a. You go ahead, Tobias.
Go ahead.
That's where I mixed it up. We've got a bit of a rematch from that Speed Gaming Live group because Cassinja was also in the same group. A member of our one of our German members of the community, Cassinja took out Levi by 13 seconds, and so more rematches.
Okay, so there's a grudge match.
So Levi beat Zeph by 13 seconds, and Cassinja beat Levi by 13 seconds.
It was Cassinja beat Levi. I mixed up which match from their group happened to be by 13 seconds.
Who else was in this group? Just so
Mr. Marin, we sadly cannot have
shit. Well, that's unfortunate.
Levi says he wants those 13 seconds back.
All right. Who is joining this SGL grudge match?
Good question.
It's Hollow Logic. One of the race mods. Who is the one seed above me, so that is a group. Holy shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Honestly, you don't want to be in that. I have no other way to put that. This is certainly a group. You have 3 people who had serious designs on being in the money at Speed Gaming Live, as well as Hollow Logic, who I'm sure would have had he been there in person. So, yikes. Speaking of groups of death.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat that one. First up in Group 7 is Majarkin. Multi-world admin.
Multi-world admin, another strong contender at Speed Gaming Live in person, and dad to probably some of the community's most well-known pets, because the doggo cam is always on when he's streaming. Freya, Apollo, and gosh darn it, I forgot the name of the cat.
Is the cat called Mini
Loki?
Toad?
No, it's not. But
no?
yeah.
Well.
But Freya, Apollo, and Loki are in fact his co-stars, or actually maybe the main attraction. Who knows?
Mini Toad, I believe, also been around a little bit. Seen him around a few times, so should be interesting as he does. Memory wants to say he's a member of the Francophone community as well. I think I commentated a Francophone tournament match of his, but I'm going to shut up before I say something that's outright wrong, because it's hard to keep everyone straight.
Yeah, but the chance for Tenacious versus Mini Toad has in fact been passed up for now. Both of them will need to make it out of groups for that matchup to happen.
Well, I'm sure the first bracket round will be Toad versus Toad. We'll be fine. Right. Group 7, Pool C is Philly what?
Philly what? All right.
Seed 8 of Pot C, so fairly in the middle of that group. Not a name I've heard of, so
Yep, that
up
is
and coming.
up and
Also seen
coming
them around
community member.
the Scrubs community, I think. This, I believe, is their first time in the Challenge Cup. But hey, Philly in chat. We'll see how we'll see how they do.
Okay, and lucky Group 7 finishing up with a little dose of Cola Dose.
Okay. So, continuing the trend of soda-named individuals, we have nowadays in this tournament or in the community, we have cola, we have iCola, and now we have a can of cola, Cola Dose.
What is happening in chat? What is going on?
Apparently, Cola Dose brought the cheering section.
Apparently
Is it-
so.
It's like the Squirrel Squad. What's happening? Ah,
All right.
Multi-world team cola win. That would be hilarious.
I mean, Snack Pack exists. That's isn't that cola as well as M&M, Mario, and
Yeah.
and Martin?
When do we
No,
get
that is
when do we
correct.
get the
But
Doritos named Doritos and Mountain Dew?
And Toffel obviously reminding me. In fact, there are two more soda named individuals in this community. There's Emo Soda and there is Fanta.
yes, there is.
All right. Rounding up the first half of groups. I don't know how to say this, so apologies. Sedi? Keddy?
We're gonna say SETI.
One of those two? I hope I
Sure.
said it right at least once.
Also a new
Eddie?
name to the Challenge Cup, hence the confusion. Apologies. We'll see
Yeah,
how they do.
we're gonna learn about them. We're gonna learn all about them during the group phase, I'm sure.
Chat suggests it's Chetty.
Shetty
If it's
like the cheese.
Chetty, then fuck me, I guess. I tried my best.
uh,
All right. Going from pot B. Someone should really help this guy because he's been stuck for many years now. It's Stuckman. Someone please pull him out of wherever he's stuck from.
well, he's gotten stuck in Group 8 for this Challenge Cup. Seen him around in previous years as well. Should be interesting to see how he does. Hopefully, he doesn't get too stuck in his races.
Yes,
Pronouncing
indeed.
Chetty's name, that's for sure. All right. One of our many fruit named runners, it's DTJ Melons.
All right. I've seen that name around the community before. DTJ Melons, for sure, a runner to watch out for. Probably just for the fact that I've seen them around streaming OTR a bunch. Been playing that for a while, so Melons versus Stuck is actually a kind of nuts matchup, says Dastar. I mean,
Okay.
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
and
Sounds pretty
rounding out Group
melon
8,
to me.
halfway through the group stage,
Yep. Last name of the first half of the draw, it's Alf.
Alf.
Just
Indeed.
Alf. Nice and simple Alf.
On Discord, at
This
least.
is where someone
It's a
tells me,
mouthful on Twitch.
yeah, this is where someone tells me it's like Alpha or something like that, and I've been saying it wrong for years.
No, it's Alf, but the Twitch name is one I'm not going to pronounce. I remember seeing them around the Random Settings League tournament a fair few seasons. I don't recall if I've seen them before on the main tournament side. We'll see how they do.
All right. Second half, Group 9. Let's start with a bang. Tenacious Toad.
Yeah, have you seen Toad around? I have. Tenacious Toad is one of the more prolific people playing OTR in the have seen them around in the main Discord for years now, and yeah, this does not bode well for whoever ends up in Group 9 with him. This is a formidable opponent.
Right. Well, joining them is Brosler.
I mean, continuing the trend of formidable opponents. Another from the German contingent. Brosler is, funnily enough, named after a brand of sausage sold in Germany.
Hell yeah.
And in fact, yeah, has been playing OTR for a while now. Has also been playing, I think, A Link to the Past randomizer.
Yeah, I've pulled Brosler out of these cuffs many times, let's put it that way.
Indeed.
All right.
I think I've seen them around Majora's Mask rando as well, so just add to the collection.
It is not sausage in a can.
Nope.
Next name, it's Decoy Troy.
Where's the real Troy, though? Will the real Troy please stand up?
You don't want to know who the real Troy is.
That's also true.
Another returning
Another
name.
name. Yeah, it's going to say another name that I've seen many times over the years. Right. And last... Oh, I drew 2 tickets. I'll put one of them back. And just I'll re-grab. Okay, it's the alternative name for the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's Decemberween.
Can I spell the name? Unlikely. But there we go.
December ended, but their tournament run is only just starting up, so we'll see how they do.
Another
Group
one of those
10.
names that another one of those names that you just think you've seen around forever. So yeah.
All right, Group 10. It's Seed 10, known for having way too many X's in their name. It's Jackstronomy.
Why is there too many X's in Jax's name? They have just one X in their name.
Just believe me. Just believe me. It's too many. Totally not a horrendous joke I made years ago, thinking they had like 6 X's in their name, and then I realized they only had 1. I was like, oh wow.
Oops. Yeah, Jackson first and Tobias and I had the pleasure of meeting in person a couple of months ago. It also was in the Sweet Gaming Live tournament, and we'll see how they do here.
If
Okay.
previous performance is any indication, excellently.
Well,
Indeed.
Seed 4 of Pot B is Toba, so a close matchup. Not too far down the rankings between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Also returning names, so we'll see how they do here. Let's see who's next.
All right. Joining them in Group 10 is Interloper.
This is Francophone. Remember the Francophone community? I remember until primarily from the Link to the Past Francophone community again. But this is not the first time we've seen him in the OTR Challenge Cup if memory serves. We'll see how he does.
Final name is... Oh, baby, a triple!
It's Mr. Triple himself. And certainly someone to watch out for. The seeding in this case is deceiving. James has been around for a while, knows his way around OOT randomizer, that's for sure, and Mr. Triple. There we go. And will be, I can only foresee, a formidable opponent to the other runners in this group.
Okay, starting off Group 11. I hope they're named. All right, when I saw this name, I was like, what is that? That can't be the reference I'm thinking of. I hope they're named after WWE wrestler Albert on his Japanese weird story tangent. It's Tensai. I don't think they're named after Albert from WWE, but if anyone understands that reference, power to them.
Can't say on that, but Tensai is a member of the Francophone community as well from Quebec. First saw him. First time I remember seeing him would be in the qualifiers of the Speed Gaming Live online tournament this year. So we'll see how he does here in the Challenge Cup. Showed great promise then, and can only assume he's improved since.
Thanks, Top File. I'm glad someone understands what I'm talking about. I'm not just losing my fucking mind.
You lost me, to be honest.
That's
Brazilian
fine.
French.
I
Thank
didn't
you for
expect
confirming,
to catch
Chuckles.
anyone. So, all right, up against Tensai is Keepsake.
Keepsake 66. I mean, if you want to keep the Japanese theme going, that may also be keep sake. So, but why keep sake when you can drink it? Anyway,
Wait.
Also, one half of the matchup last year in the Challenge Cup that produced a tie, I should add. Finished within half a second of Willix, another member of the Francophone community. So will he replicate that again this year? We will find out.
Oh, I was hoping. You know what? I hadn't drawn either of the twins. I was like, we've got to have a twins group. Alas, Alpha Mario joining Group 11.
there we go. I was wondering when one of the Herald brothers was going to show up. This is Alpha Mario X Lee Herald in Group 11. One might call him criminally underseeded.
Yeah,
We'll
seed
see.
16 of Pot C. So, okay, joining them is #ad Tudos.
DK64randomizer.com.
I was paid £5 to leave this on screen for 10 seconds.
The funny
There we
thing
go.
is, given Tudo's proclivities with advertising this randomizer, I believe that.
Look, I've got a fucking banana on the TV in the background. All of this is paid by DK64randomizer.com.
Including like the Donkey Kong image on your screen, right?
Exactly. All of it. Every single second. Okay.
All right. 5 groups left. Who's left in the pool? We have Lefty, Mr. Carp, Alexander Harold, Kirox, and Belnog in the pool. So our top seed is still in there somewhere.
So am I, and that upsets me. If I get drawn against Kirox,
I
I'll
was
be
gonna say
pissed.
it.
All right. Gotta catch them all. It's Mr. Carp.
Mr. Carp, here we go. Another one of those runners that I have seen around the community since I've joined it, and anyone who faces him will have a challenge ahead of him. So we'll see who else will face that challenge. Pot B, please.
I don't want this group at all. I don't want to get
Does anyone
smacked.
want
I do
any
not want to
group,
get
Chimp?
smacked. Yeah,
Let's
there's some groups I'm like, this is fine. This
Let's
group,
let's
no, thank you.
go with a nature theme. Let's go with Mr. Carp, Bear Kafka, Primal Kiwi, and Chimpanreeve for this group.
Well,
please.
you called it. It's Bear Kafka.
Bear, here we go. Oh boy. She is not going to be happy with me. That much is clear. Well, Bear Kafka, probably known also for being a person who promotes the standard anti-weekly settings, or who used to anyway. Basically turning on every check that is not a check in weeklies, and everything that is a check in weeklies is disabled. It plays better than it sounds, honestly.
Got a bear and a fish here. It's maybe wintertime, but this bear sure isn't hibernating, so we'll see how they do.
Okay, there's a joke set up here where a fish, a bear, and a Frenchman walk into a group. It's Le Proper, seed 1 of Pool C.
Also, longtime member of the community, LeBluff has been around quite a bit, so we'll see how he does here.
Oh god. Oh god,
Sadly,
Toby.
I am
Chimp,
not
are
spinning
you
up any kind
worried?
of joke about the
God,
animals.
I do not want this so hard. I've not. This is the group I don't want the most, I think. Oh no. Here we go. Time to get fucking stomped. Yep, it's me.
The monkey. All
You
right.
jinxed yourself, Jim. You
Oh,
jinxed yourself.
wow.
Good luck.
Wow.
That's all I'll say.
The most 0-3 group I could ever choose to drop into. Holy shit
This is
balls.
this is not an easy group. That's
Oh my
yeah. Good luck, sir.
oh god. I hope you like as RSL as it's possibly possible to do. Oh god.
Well, I guess we're going to find out what happens
Oh,
when you
but
plop a bear, a fish, and a monkey together.
yeah. Oh boy. Well, rip, I guess.
That's the solid 8 out of 10 joke there, Star. I like it.
I'm not
I had to
saying
do
this.
it somehow.
I'm not saying this just because I'm in it, but that is a group of death also. So I'm very happy I drew me into that one.
Bear, a fish, and a monkey walk into a Frenchman. This is the
Okay.
start of a hilarious joke for everyone
There's
but the
gotta
4
be a
of them.
joke to be had.
Anyway,
All right. Unlucky for some, group 13. It's the other twin, Alexander HD.
Alexander Harold. Here we go. The other Harold brother. Um, what's left to say? Alex and Lee have both been prolifically practicing multi-world. Have also been on a combo randomizer bender for a while there, and are certainly a force to be reckoned with wherever they show up in OOT 3D randomizers. So good luck to the folks in Group 13.
Yeah, good luck to Tetsuya.
Another member out of the Francophone community here. I remember commentating one of his matches in the Francophone tournament, the OTR Francophone tournament this summer. We'll see how he does here in the Challenge Cup.
Still some really strong names not drawn yet in every pot. This is terrifying.
This is
Okay.
exciting. For anyone not in the draw, that is.
I think the nature of this season means that there are some people that sort of kind of spread across the pots that you wouldn't normally see there. So there's no real easy ride of things. Right. From pot C, it's Nastriel. Guarantee I've said that wrong.
Not too bad, I think. Nastriel. Honestly, not a name I've heard much about before, but has been, I know, active in the multi-world tournament recently, and we'll see how he does in Challenge Cup.
Yep. Definitely a name I've seen before. Just but yeah, we'll see who's next here in this group.
Okay. Who's next? It is the protagonist of The Legend of Zelda Jurassic Princess. It's Dino Link.
All right.
Seed 1 of Pool D.
Thus concludes Group 13.
Yep.
So Dino Link, another one, I think, from the group of runners that, in fact, are new in Challenge Cup, right, Star?
That would be correct. Also a member of the Francophone community. We'll see how he does. Would have been funny if he ended up in the group with a zoo, but they'll be just as formidable opponent here.
Still haven't drawn the number 1 seed.
So there is Kirox, Bailnog, and Lefty left in the pot.
3 terrifying names to go up
Indeed.
against. And we still haven't drawn the number 1 seed, because in this group, it's Bailnog.
Okay, so Kirox or Lefty are left for Group 15 and 16.
Worth noting, Bailnog is seed 2, so it's not like this is much better. Really left some of the hardest to last.
Absolutely. Formidable opponent for sure, Bill Nog. Not his first rodeo. That's so we'll see how this goes and who gets put with him.
It's
Lefty
Lefty
is
seed
C3,
three.
you think?
Oh my god! So 1, 2, and
That is
3 all
correct.
to last. Wow! 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 Wow!
Again, Chimp. I mean, did you rig these in any way? Just want to get that out of the way.
Do you see what fucking group I put myself in? Do you think I rigged that?
For the
I mean,
lulz?
you kind of put
Yes.
yourself in the zoo.
Look, yeah, Plopper is the fucking keeper of animals in that group, that's for sure. All right, Aurelius in
All
group
right.
14.
Aurelius. Here we go.
Another returning member from previous tournaments. We'll see how they do.
And I think the highest seeded of the three that were left in this group, or in pot B rather. Among the pot C names, the highest seeded would be Primal Kiwi. Is that the one you drew, Chimp?
It is not, because this person is 50% A. It's Aranha.
Wow, okay. There we go. Pot C, Arana. So that's
one of the members of the Brazilian community here.
Yep. I think might be the Portuguese word for orange, or close to it anyway. I know. Orange is naranja in Spanish.
I was going to say that.
Aranya means spider. Okay.
Naranja was spider. That's what I thought.
Terrifying.
Mixing up your Latin roots there, but yes.
Indeed.
Araignée is the French for spider, so I figured it was probably more likely that.
Araignée, you're right.
Finishing out group 14 is the Specialies.
Okay. So the Specialize, the middle of the three folks left in in pot D, rounding out group 14. So we have Kirox and Lefty left in pot A. We have Sonaholic and All You Can Eat left in pot B. Primal Kiwi and Cocotier left in pot D, and in pot C, and Green Pepper and Death King, so a Swiss and a German left in pot D.
Yep, and Aranya confirming in chat that the Specialized was in the same division as him in the league, so that'll be a fun rematch.
Good matchup then.
Okay. Group 15.
Lefty or Kirox?
Lefty or Kirox? Well, we have left, apparently, the best to last, because Lefty is in group 15.
And that leaves Kirox for group 16. But we'll draw the last few names out there as well, just to confirm that everything was all kosher.
Make sure Chimp didn't leave a piece of paper in the mug somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Suddenly
But
pull out
first,
Ryuken from group
from
15.
the Tigger mug, is it All You Can Eat or Sonaholic?
Well, it's All You Can Eat.
There we go. All right.
But can they eat a kiwi?
A coconut.
Is that coconut?
Cocotier. I mean, it's good enough for a joke, at least.
Wow. You had me going there. All right. No kiwis. It's cocotier.
Another member out of our Francophone community here, Cocotier. We'll see how he does. Playing around a little bit, but yeah, should be a fun matchup.
And the final name in group 15 is Our Royal Highness Death King II.
Death King II, rounding out the German contingent here. What's there to be said about Death King? Hangs out a lot or used to hang out a lot, definitely with Brot and with Brusler here. So, did they absorb the skills of these two formidable runners by osmosis, or just are just as skilled as them anyway? We'll see. but for sure, someone I might call criminally underseeded.
Yeah, Death King is definitely not pot D material. Right,
No.
let's finish off the groups. It's Kirox, number 1 seed.
Shocker. The number 1 seed in the final group to be drawn. Good luck
The
to
only
those in Group
name
16.
the only name I wrote in lowercase because it was the first name I wrote and realized that was a mistake. So there we are. Fun fact of the day. Lowercase Kirox about to clean house against
Oh, for
Sonaholic.
sure.
But Sonaholic, I've been seeing in the draft bot channel, has been drafting a lot of races. So
Yeah.
definitely been getting the practice in.
I
Oh, for
intentionally do
sure.
not collect username statistics for who uses DraftBot, but good grief, Sonaholic has been publicly using DraftBot a lot.
Absolutely. So, member up there from the Scrubs community started in Scrubs group menu at his chat notes, and now they're over here. We'll see how they do. Uh, pool seed 16 in pool B, so considerable spread from between them and
Yeah.
Kirox. Not that that
The
says anything here.
the maximum amount of distance possible between seedings. You're welcome, I guess. And as we know, the angriest of the fruits is Primal Kiwi.
And so, yep, and since we're talking about Scrubs Group Minuet, that is another member of that illustrious group, just like Sonaholic and me. It's Primal Kiwi.
And the final name of the group draw, Red Pepper wasn't invited. It is Seed 16, the final placement for the Challenge Cup. It's Green Pepper CH.
All right. And thus concludes the group draw, folks. Those are the
Green
groups.
pepper of Yep, should say a word about green pepper, of course, too. Here, another member of our Francophone community. Happy to welcome him here for his first challenge cup. We'll see how this goes. Somehow it feels kind of, I don't know, something to have the first and last seed of the challenge cup in the same group, despite is decidedly not planning it this way.
I just want to say
Hilariously,
that
this would have been like if we had just gone the way the main tournament has gone, this would have also happened, right?
it's I don't
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
something like that.
64 and 128 do face off against each other if we just done straight snake seeding the way the main tourney did.
Yeah. If there was ever a rigging accusation, it would be Kirox has paid me off because they've managed to get seed 16 of pot B, seed 16 of pot D, and seed 10 of pot C. That's not to say that they are free, but they are, of course, statistically some of the lower seedings. But there are some horrendous groups in here. Good God.
Yeah,
Some
so
really tough groups.
there is Group 5, Kawari, Alkaline Ace, Hell Knight, and Zemo.
Yeah. But then you could say the same thing for Group 6. Group 6 is solid. Group 12 is cursed.
Hollow Logic walking in here and going like, "Oh crud!" Welcome to the Speed Gaming Live in-person rematch group, Hollow Logic.
You are the. I'm afraid you got yourself stuck in with a grudge match.
Dark Horse Group of Death, by the way, is Group 11. Group 11 is criminally underseeded, I think. I think that is going to be the closest group.
Oh
Of
yeah,
the whole thing. Tudos is no pot D runner.
not
Let's
pot
just
D
throw that
material
out
in
there.
any way,
And
shape, or form. No.
Alpha Mario is probably higher than where they are as well. So that is going to be an incredibly tough group.
Yep. So, putting on my organizer hat for a moment, folks. Group stage starts now. Feel free to schedule your matches as of this moment. Each of you has 3 weeks and a little bit of time to play your 3 matches. There will be another week
4
allocated
weeks.
for. Sorry?
Where did we stick the thing? Deadline for group stages is Sunday, February 4th. There'll be regular matches, so that
Yeah,
just about
4
4
weeks.
weeks.
There we go. So you have 4 weeks to play your 3 matches. You also will have another week if any tiebreakers are necessary. You should talk to your opponent soon. You should prioritize scheduling against opponents from other time zones. You should also prioritize scheduling specifically against scrolls. Green Pepper, because Green Pepper has some scheduling constraints of their own. So, folks, if you are in Group 16, try to get your matches against Green Pepper in with priority.
Apparently in much the same boat here. Alkaline Ace. Pronounce it the English way so people can understand that. Brain.
Thank you.
Yes, but scheduling threads will be open as soon as we can go plug them into Mido's house. So give us a little bit, but you may start scheduling before that, and then we look forward to seeing y'all play the group, and we look forward to seeing how these go.
Isn't there a potential restream opportunity, Tobias, for right now?
If there is indeed a pair of players who want to play their match right the heck now, we do have a restream team waiting in the wings for just this case. So if y'all feel like playing
if there's 2 people ready to roll right now, we will jump straight into the restream with a comms team and a tracker team, and you will be on restream immediately.
Yep, of course.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Alkaline Ace is saying they're open to it. So Kawari, Hell Knight, Zimu, y'all up?
Alexander's up for it. Alpha Mario's up for it. There's some names ready to go. Toad's up for it.
All right.
Yep.
Y'all find your
opponents. What the hell's happened is summoning Bear Kofka as hard as they possibly can.
I am currently trying to find where on start.gg I am supposed to go to start the tournament.
And meanwhile, Dastar is working to get all those groups ready to roll on start.gg, but I think we're already looking like that is sorted out. So yeah, this has been the group draw. If you wanna get your match restreamed, we will give I don't know, message organizers within the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, and we will get that restream going. Otherwise, we wish all of you the best of luck. Roll yourselves some cool settings. We do want to just say thank you all for watching. Wait, Tobias, yells Dastar. Who else besides Oryx can players ping? Oh!
Yes, we do, in fact. Welcome a couple of new members to a couple people to the community manager role here as of this morning. If you want to talk about that,
indeed. So there are 3 awesome people who have been members of this community for ages, honestly, who have chosen to take on or who have graciously accepted the mantle of community manager when we asked if they would help us out. And those 3 people, and I can only say thank you so much for accepting, are Melqui, Baseball, and finally Sadie Sweet. Thank you all for helping us out, for joining the community management role on the Silver Gauntlets, and also obviously, folks, if you have any questions, any concerns, any community-related questions, these 3 are now stand ready and waiting to help you out. And for as to how to start that tournament, Fennel has just joined us and told us, thank you, Fennel, settings, reporting, brackets, start bracket. Push that button, folks! Amazing.
all right. And thank you. We were talking about Brendan again or similar. Hi, speaking of set, Brendan there does learning the Paddy of 10. Welcome in, guys.
Welcome
in, right at the end. But maybe it's not the end. Maybe we'll have a match in 5-10 minutes.
Again.
Yeah,
So,
keep an eye out on this channel.
Keep an eye out on this channel. Keep an eye out on the Discord. We will announce the inaugural restream of this tournament if it happens with a ping in the Discord. And other than that, though, I think we are wrapped up here, aren't we?
I think so.
I do believe so.
All right. Yeah, Brot in der Dose curiously missing from this tournament, from this Challenge Cup bracket. Might have overqualified for this. Who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of restreams, so I should add it before we totally forget. We do ask for every L races that are not, anything starting in the next 15 to 20 minutes, to please give us 24 hours notice if you're interested in a potential restream. We'll have restreams here on this channel as well as with our partner channels over with the Menus team for the Francophone side and at twitch.tv/BRAT. Don't
Brazilians
ask me what
racing
that
against
stands for.
time.
Excellent, thank you. I did not remember the acronym. Uh, for our Brazilian restreams, if you want to check those out as well.
Indeed. Other than that, thank you all for watching. Best of luck during the tournament. And we'll see you soon right here in the Silver Gauntlets. Do we have a match? If so, again, we will announce it within the next 15 minutes and this channel will go live again. I'll give people a few minutes to get themselves sorted out and to see if we do indeed have a race going. But yeah, if we do, we'll let you know. But there is no point in us vamping live on air until that happens. And if we don't, I want to also say thank you to everyone from the Restream crew who volunteered to wait in the wings in case a match was happening. Thank you to Chimpanreeve for providing the drafting services as impartial as always for this tournament.
My eternal pleasure.
And obviously, thank you to Star for joining Chimp and me on commentary tonight.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
And thank you all for watching. We'll see you out there.